So I told my group I wouldn't go around asking them what happened at the groups, but I'm really like dying of curiosity. So not what happened at the groups, but and maybe we don't need the mic. I'd love any reflection on trying this briefing style to get your team together and set the tone for the shift. Any reflections on trying this out? We'll take one or two before move on.
There are two potential obstacles that I saw. One was that the nurses change shifts at a different time from the residents and physicians, and that kind of inherently makes this a little more difficult. So we pretended that we were all changing shifts at the same time. And another was that, just this was my own thought, you have to have people thinking that they're a team in order to do this, I think. So if you're not realizing that you're all part of the same team, then it might not work very well.
I love the optimism, starting with barriers. And the logistics are really important, for sure. I think it's like if we're not a team, we're got a long way to go. And that's okay. This would be part of the culture work that would need to happen. I'd love another reflection.
As a SAEM person, we do a lot of rehearsal, but what I'm really curious about is the idea of actually forcing people to do that, like callback, awkward, this feels awkward and weird, and like I'm talking too much as a practice. It feels very like preschool. It feels like you're going backwards in a lot of ways, but I can see that barrier being dropped just because you've already done it.
Mm-hmm.
You are really trying to have a talk amongst people, not I'm not telling you, you're not telling me. There are some things like that, but we're not, quote, huddling because we have to huddle because administration told me this, we need to huddle. We're doing this because we're together and we want to give the best care that we can. And so it's a more personal kind of coming together.
Yeah, I think for me in the structure is the revelation that if somebody says, look, today we don't have rapid infuser, we're using the Belmont, and we stop there, then when we go to the actual case, it's a surprise for me. I'm not sure what's happening. But if I follow it up with, like, can you talk me through what that means and how that's going to work? And then they say, oh, that's easy. We blah, 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 blah. I'm learning. They're rehearsing. I don't think it's forced. I think it's a getting ready to work together. And I think just because you say you're a team, you also aren't a team. I think planning together, performing together, reviewing together, these are some of the characteristics. Okay. Oh, great. Rami, you don't need the mic, right?
One of the things that we brought up in ours, so we did a little role play where I was sort of the charge nurse that was painting a very grim picture, like we were boarding, we have no meds, we have no beds, my nurses all called off, and good luck today, right? And everyone was like, wow, okay, like let's use the protocol now, right? But the idea was you're still able to utilize the framework to provide the insight that, yes, despite the challenges, we are working together as a team. And something as simple like at my shop in Indiana, we have the nurses and the docs sign out at different times, but we still have a specific time like 9 a.m. where everybody huddles at the same time. It's 5 minutes, it's very succinct. It's led by both the charge nurse and the charge doc for the day. And even something as simple as saying like, okay, here's my 10 nurses. Yes, many of them are travelers, but I'm a traveler, and I've been a nurse for 20 years. I've been a traveler, I've been a nurse for 12 years. Here's who I am. And let's just say, for example, today we're out of Foley catheters. Well, I'm the charge doc. If you guys are having a problem before you go to the residents, come to me. I'm the point person. I can help you overcome these obstacles. I'm the point person for this. This charge nurse is the point person for this. Yes, today looks like a dumpster fire. We're going to get through it. And here's who we all are. Has significantly helped our retention. And it's not just sort of like fake optimism. It's really helped get us feeling like we're working together despite our circumstances. So,
and I think some of these conversations make me think that some shops, they're going to be implementing huddles from scratch, or maybe huddle's a bad word at your shop, don't use it. But other places have huddles already, and the change is to make it a circle up huddle, so you're doing the people support and the connecting, and so you're not changing everything, you're just adding to it. All right, so let's get down and dirty. Now we're gonna jump into that shift, and you're gonna meet my pre-pandemic me, who was happened to be on service that day. And there's gonna be a gunshot wound to the chest. It's a 4-minute video. And then what I want you to do right after the video is to split up into pairs, and one of you role play the emergency medicine physician who's taking care of the trauma, or one of the nurses, your choice, and the other one of you be yourself and do the checking in, the connecting with your colleague and seeing how they're doing and how you can support them. Okay, so we're gonna do that. You're gonna see a snippet of the shift, and then you're gonna do the peer check-in, okay? Just the check-in. We'll do the check-in, the kind of like not too, like in the immediate-ish, within the hour, and then we'll keep it chronological, and then we'll do the debrief at the end. Okay, 4-minute video, Trauma Bay.
What's going on here?
We got a 23-year-old male, gunshot wound to the chest. Blood pressure is 100/60. Heart rate is 112. Respiratory rate is 28.
Has the trauma team been activated?
I don't think so.
Can you activate the
Yeah,
trauma
I'll
team
call.
and also get the
Yeah.
ED physician?
Okay, yep,
No
on
more
it.
hanging, no meds given.
Great.
What do we have
We've
here?
got a
Hey, guys,
Am I throwing that all the way down there?
No family came on the ambulance with us.
We're at 110/60, 112.
Sir, what's your name?
28.
John.
Okay, the airway's patent.
And where's my second ID?
What
Let's put a
happened?
second ID in here, please, and then, do you want labs?
Yeah, trauma labs.
Hey, Melissa.
Can you
labs
be
would be
quiet
done.
a
This
little
pressure
bit?
bag,
Can you
can you get a
quiet?
pressure bag on that?
Oh yeah,
ID
I can get the
for me,
pressure
please?
bag.
Okay, there's no breast sounds on the left. I need the chest tube set up for here, and we need 2 IVs.
Yep,
Let's
we
recycle
have
the
2.
pressure. Keep them on the
What labs do you
monitor.
want?
Start transfusing the whole trauma set.
What do we got? Oh.
Okay, 23-year-old male, single left gunshot wound to the chest. Sorry, single gunshot wound to the left chest. His vitals
I'm gonna
are
cycle
stable.
another
Expected
blood.
to
Can you help me
wake
get
up
a
alive.
exercise? Oh yeah.
We're putting in the chest tube for hemothorax on the left. Where's the chest tube set?
Got
up?
chest.
I said I needed a left chest tube. Come on,
His
the
blood
chest
pressure's dropping, it's
Yeah.
over 60, his heart rate is up to 140.
ABCs, I told you, we got, we need a chest tube there. We're just undressing him, we're gonna roll him. And let's transfuse him. Where's the trauma cooler?
Let's not worry about, we can't,
Yeah,
can't
okay.
here, someone over here, so let's roll.
One leg. Okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna count.
for this, isn't it?
Okay,
Count.
1, 2, 3.
All right, we've got no exit wound, no exit wound.
Okay.
Okay,
Back,
All right,
1,
back.
2.
Where's our blood? Kathy?
What's
Where's
that?
our 4 units of on cross-match blood? Kathy?
You're letting us go
I hear
here,
you.
Melissa?
4 units uncrossed.
Where's that
Blood
chest
pressure,
tube
he's
set up?
really getting hypotensive. So I'm seeing a recycle of 60 and I'm getting it ready. Very ready.
We gotta get that chest tube, it's tension pneumothorax.
Where's the chest tube set up?
Do you have a chest tube?
Okay, so chest tube is in, patient gets intubated, go to the OR, your room is left like trash. So go ahead and kind of check in on your colleagues, see how they're doing. Go for it.